Can you change your brain by eating on the mind diet?
We have all heard about the Mediterranean diet as a way to improve your health. But have you heard about the mind diet to decrease your risk of Alzheimer's while improving your health? Today, we will talk about whether the mind diet is right for you. Then we'll do a review of our CTA, and then we'll share something that we love.
As a health coach and a wellness coach, we ask the questions so you get the answers. Let's get started as we ask.
Wait, what? I almost said, wait, what, like halfway through your speech, your soft talking, and I don't know why. I'm losing it
That's
today.
okay. Well,
I
maybe
must be
you need the mind diet.
I might need okay, so let me tell you something about this mind diet. Somebody said it in one of our call to action groups that they were going to be starting it. And I was like, this was my gut reaction. Oh my God, another stupid fad diet like the
Mhm.
Atkins, like, why can't I think of any of the other ones? But there's a
South
thousand.
Beach,
South Beach, uh,
keto.
Nutrisystem, even like, whatever. I was just like, oh God, another fad diet. And I think you and I both kind of looked at each other like, maybe we need to look into this because
Mhm.
I'm venturing to think it's going to be in the news within the next month or two more.
I was really reluctant. I'm like, oh God. I was in the same boat. I was like, okay, Mediterranean, mind, dash. So many
Right.
things. I don't know anything about them. And I'm like, it's just another gimmick. That's what I thought.
Me too. And guess what else? Like, it just eat healthy. That's what we're all supposed to be doing. It's like a
Right.
no-brainer to
Right.
me. It's not a no-brainer because it sucks and it's hard. But anyway, so what did you find out?
So I think we started in the same places to figure out what is actually the mind diet.
Yeah.
Um, it stands for Mediterranean Dash Intervention for Neurodegenerative Delay.
Oh my God, I
That
didn't find
means
that at all.
that means
Wow.
it slows down the decay in your brain or the degeneration in your brain. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. If something can that I eat can slow down any potential like dementia or anything, I'm kind of in because it runs in my family, and it's devastating for people who have to watch their loved ones
Yeah.
go through it. It's just heartbreaking. So, I it just can and it can improve your brain health and reduce the risk of dementia. There's a potential for
Okay.
that.
Well, all I found, and I'm not saying all I found, but what like I googled like what is the mind diet, and it said it's a hybrid combining Mediterranean and Dash, and it
Yeah.
focuses heavily on your brain health. Which okay, so I guess I don't understand this part of it. Shouldn't everybody care about their brain health?
You should, but I think when this is my general feeling is when we've talked about this before, but when you're in your 20s, you're like, I'm not going to gain weight. I'm nothing's going to happen to
Right.
me. And the same way, when you're fully functional and your cognition is perfect, you're like, that's never going to happen to me.
Mm.
And then when you start reaching my age and you're like, what's the name of that thing? What is that? I can't remember. And it's like on the tip of your tongue. You're like, oh, is this the start of it? Is this a sign? So you start sort of caring. And then by the time you get to it, it might be, I'm not saying a little too late, but we really should be starting early in terms of the foundation of our nutrition because that helps us to have
Okay.
healthy systems. And our brain is like a muscle. So we have to nurture it. We have to give it good nutrition.
Okay. All right. All right, now I see the point. I also was just thinking like, do you know how okay, this is I'm maybe just crazy, but it just was like an aha moment cuz at first I was like I don't get it, but I don't necessarily have Alzheimer's or dementia in my family. So it's
Mm.
not on my radar. But if you told me that this was a colon cancer diet, I would be like perked up, my antennas would go up and I'd be all for it, or a heart disease or something like that. So I think this is one of those things where if Alzheimer's or dementia is in your family and very scary and you lived through it, it's definitely something for you to consider.
Well, I would almost disagree with you. I think everybody needs to pay attention to this now because one of the factors is what we're eating and our lifestyle. And that affects
Mhm,
everybody. If we're eating a
mhm,
lot of fast food, if we're eating a lot of processed food, a lot of junk, that's one of the factors in dementia. One. I'm not
mhm,
saying only, I'm saying one is the way you eat. And then you have your lifestyle, which is are you working out? Are you drinking water? Are you getting enough sleep? That's another factor. So
mhm.
there's things that is your stress so high that you can't control anything else? that's another factor. So there are factors that affect everybody in our current state of living
Mhm.
that they need to pay attention to. And if
Okay.
you get this, it's hard on the person, but it's even harder on your family. So I think everybody should pay attention to this.
Yes. But you could argue that about everything, about every disease,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Like, I could argue
Absolutely.
that, like, colon cancer is harder on the family than that person or but not really, but you know what I mean? Like, you could argue that about every disease.
I agree. But the thing is, if we can help ourselves, and it could be for cancer, blood pressure, dementia, it could be for any other symptom. If we can help prolong it by having better
Right.
nutrition that doesn't really do any harm, why not?
Why
I
not?
always
Why
say
not?
this,
Well,
why not?
okay, so what are the factors of this mind diet? Because I want you to tell me, and I'm gonna tell you why I won't go on it.
Okay, that's
Not
fine.
that I won't go on it, but I don't think I can.
Oh, okay. I'm
Re
curious about
So
that.
tell me what the components are.
It encourages the consumption of foods like green leafy vegetables,
Mhm.
berries, nuts, olive oil, and fish, while limiting butter, cheese, red meat, fried foods, and sweets. And that's you're like, okay, that's everything, right? That's the
Right.
same as everything. Research suggests that following the mind diet may reduce oxidative stress and inflammation, potentially slowing the decline of in brain function, though more studies are needed.
Okay, so let me stop right here
Okay.
and tell you the 5 components that I read are fatty fish and nuts, right?
Mhm.
You said the same thing.
Mhm.
Now, I don't eat fish. You
Okay.
don't eat fish.
Right.
What h nuts? That's a lot of nuts I'd have to eat, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that's, like, no calories left because nuts are high in calories.
Right. But if you eat nuts and you have good fat and you have some protein from the nuts, your body is not going to be craving other things. This is the problem. If you look at a bag of Doritos, they put stuff in it that makes you eat the whole bag. You can't stop at
Yeah.
like one Dorito, right? The negative impact of that is greater than if you had a bowl of nuts. It may
Mm.
be higher in calories, but the benefits of having those nuts is far outweighs the chemicals.
You just gave me my call to action, and you didn't even know it, so we will talk
Oh,
about
oh,
that in a minute, but I'm writing it
okay.
down so that I don't forget.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay,
the
so
thing is, we can eat nuts and we can have omega-3 in other forms other than fish, which
mhm,
is the thing we need for our brain health.
okay. So the second component is olive
Okay.
oil, which you
Uh-huh.
said, or healthy oils,
Yes.
okay, which I don't know how much, but whatever. The third is vegetables and leafy greens, you said that.
Hmm.
The fourth, did you say beans and legumes?
No, I didn't.
So that's one of the components that I found. And then the
Okay.
fifth one was whole grains.
Yeah.
You found that too?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I
So
mean, I
whole
could do some.
grains, whole
Go on.
I can go into the list, but whole
Yeah.
grains,
Let's
they say 3 servings daily, and that includes
oh,
oatmeal, quinoa, brown rice, whole wheat pasta, and 100% whole wheat bread.
okay.
That means you're not eating enriched white flour. That's
Okay.
not a whole grain because all the
Right.
nutrition has been taken away.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you
All
want
right.
a whole grain because that's very high in fiber. It has the some of it is insoluble, so it helps to clean you out, which we really need removal of
Right.
that waste. So
Okay.
there's a lot of benefit from that.
Okay.
The nuts are 5 or more serving of nuts each week, and they say
Oh,
eat a
in a
variety.
week.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm writing that down. Okay. Go ahead.
And on this mind diet, it says to use olive oil as your main cooking oil.
Okay. What about
I
avocado?
think
That's not a healthy oil?
I think it is, but this is what this diet says.
Okay. All right. So I'm thinking I guess anyway, let's go on more. So when we're talking about this diet, this is all you eat?
No, no, you want to focus on these things. And I think
Okay.
what happens is when you focus on the good stuff, the bad stuff sort of gets eliminated by process, not on
Mhm.
purpose.
Okay, I would agree with that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you eat a big giant salad, you're like, I don't really have room for anything else. I might want it, but I don't have room for it.
That's key right there. I always want it. But yeah, you're right. Okay, so vegetables and leafy greens. Is this only green vegetables?
So the green leafy vegetables are 6 servings or more per week of kale, spinach, cooked greens, and salads. Oh, that's not a pretty face.
No, because I
Don't
don't
do
like
that.
kale. I don't like kale and I don't like spinach and
Spinach has
ugh.
no taste. What's not to like about spinach?
I mean, I can cut it up tiny and I actually don't mind it in soup or cooked down, but I don't know.
Is it a texture thing?
Maybe. Maybe it is. I don't know. Well, they got stems. I don't want to eat a stem of anything.
Okay. It doesn't have, but if you buy baby spinach, you can't even tell you're eating it.
What's baby spinach? I don't think I've ever had baby spinach.
It's just more delicate than like the
There's
regular
no
spinach.
stems on it?
There are, but you don't notice them.
Hmm. Wonder I must not buy baby spinach then. Because I
You
notice
must
my
buy the,
stems.
yeah, then that's, you're buying like the regular, I don't know what it's called, regular spinach.
Okay. Look at that.
You
I
could
did not
even
know that.
use, you can even use frozen spinach. That's a great hack.
You mean to put that in something
Yeah.
like a okay.
Like if you're
Yeah,
making
I
a
guess you could.
lasagna and you wanted to add some vegetables, put some frozen spinach in there.
Yeah, I could do that. Okay. All right.
It also stresses all other vegetables except for non-starchy vegetables. Non-starchy is like potatoes and
Mhm.
some squashes and things like that.
Okay. So all vegetables except what about a sweet potato? That's starch though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are health benefits to eating a sweet potato, but they're in this
Not a
diet.
dish.
They're saying put that on a very low end.
Okay. All right.
The main other difference is berries. They're saying twice a week, because it has a lot of antioxidant benefits, and not all fruits. They're really heavily focusing on berries.
Which berries are better for fiber, correct?
Fiber, they're low in sugar, they're better
Mhm.
for the glycemic index, all good.
Okay.
If you do eat fish, it says at least once per week, fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, trout, tuna, and mackerel for high amounts of omega-3 fatty acids. But you
Right.
could substitute that with walnuts, chia seeds, flax seeds.
Mhm.
So all the seeds are really good for that too.
Okay.
And poultry, if you eat chicken, turkey 2 times a week.
Okay.
Uh, follow to a moderate degree, and it's associated with a reduced risk of Alzheimer's and cognitive impairment.
Wow. I mean, the research is it's showing promising what's the word I'm looking for? Results? Yeah,
Right,
that's what I'm looking for.
right.
And it's a practical way of eating when you really think about it. But
Yeah.
I still, I guess I don't understand what's the difference. Because I feel like when I read about Mediterranean, well, Dash is just less sodium, I think. This is what I just think from reading supermarket headlines and
Hmm.
ads that pop up on my social
Yeah.
medias. What is the difference, I guess?
I think we'll get to that in a minute, but there's a few things
Okay.
I want to tell you before that.
Okay.
There are 5 foods to avoid on this diet.
Okay, let me get my pencil.
Butter and margarine, less
Okay.
than 1 tablespoon daily.
Okay.
Cheese,
Okay.
eat cheese less than once per week.
That's
That's a
like not
very confusing statement.
yeah, less so basically don't eat it.
Don't eat it, yeah, or limit it to very, very little.
Yeah.
Red
Okay.
meat, aim for no more than 3 servings per week.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Do you eat a lot of red meat?
No, but my son does.
Okay. Fried food, limit it to less than once per week.
Okay.
And pastries and sweets, just limit that.
Okay. Right. So, by the way, if you cut all those things out, you're probably going to lose weight.
Yes.
I
Yes,
mean,
of course.
and that's the list of things that you're no matter what you're doing, you should just probably limit or
Avoid.
stay away from.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Although ice cream is not on there. I just would like it
It
that's not a
is.
pastry.
It is. It says
What?
pastries and sweets. Ice cream, cookies, brownies, snack cakes, donuts,
So
candy. Yeah, it's all
Then you
there.
have to tell my brain that because my brain doesn't believe ice cream is a sweet.
Well, the thing is, you just have to say, "Okay, I'm having it only on Saturday night." And that's your
Yeah.
day for enjoying your ice cream. It's
Mhm.
saying limit it. It's not saying remove everything. It's saying keep it to a real minimum.
I guess you could look at it and go get excited about it then. You could say, "Ooh, I'm only gonna have my red meat on Mondays and Wednesdays," or, "Oh, I'm only gonna have
Mhm.
fried food on." I guess it would be like a treat, and you could plan your week
Yes.
very accordingly. Like, you know how I
Yes.
have all my food planned out anyway, I could totally just say this and this and this, and then
Yeah.
maybe Sunday mornings I'm getting pastries.
Yeah. And then when you
So,
have it, should you just really enjoy it and not be like,
yeah,
"Oh my god,
and make
I'm
sure
eating
it's
everything because
worth
this is
it.
my only day." Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay,
did want to tell you about two studies because I think it's really interesting. And then well, I want to talk about the differences, which is the question you asked.
okay.
A 2023 study found that middle aged adults who closely adhered to the MIND diet had faster information processing speeds than those who did not closely follow the diet.
Really?
Yeah, so your brain was working better if you followed this diet.
Okay.
In 2022, a randomized clinical trial found that those who followed a calorie restricted MIND diet for 3 months had higher scores for working memory, verbal recognition memory, and attention compared to one calorie restricted control group. So
Wow.
if you're only doing calorie restriction, what is the calorie deficit? It doesn't have the same impact as if you were incorporating all these foods.
Hmm, wow.
There was one more thing. Researchers at Rush Presbyterian Hospital, this is from lauramali.com. They um they found that the Mind Dash and the Mediterranean diet all reduced cognitive decline. But here's the big but. Those who followed the Mind diet strictly had a 53% reduced risk of developing Alzheimer's disease.
Wow.
53%.
That's impressive.
And those who only partially followed it had a 35% risk of following of having the disease.
Wow.
So even if you're like, I'm gonna just focus on berries and leafy greens and kind of like wing the rest, you still have a
Right.
benefit.
Huh. Wow.
This may also have lowered
That's
risk of cardiovascular disease, improved mood, weight loss, as you said, improved energy levels, and improved GI health.
hmm,
And
I think
here's the
everybody
con.
we talk to needs a better GI health.
Oh, I for sure do.
Yeah.
Here are the cons. I think you found some cons too, but
I did. I found
people
a couple.
people on blood thinners should not start this diet without talking
Oh,
to their doctor. People
okay.
with kidney disease should talk to their doctor.
Okay.
Um, and that's the only cons that I
Okay,
found.
here's
But
my cons. They're different. They're
okay,
most of this requires cooking.
that's true. That's
That's a
very
con
true.
for some people.
Yeah.
Um, the cost is a little bit higher for some of these things. I don't buy
Yes.
fish, good quality fish is expensive. Nuts are
Right.
not cheap. If you ever gone to
Right.
the store and nuts, you're like, "What the heck?" Um, and well, I mean, anyway, accessibility. Some time of the year, berries are crap tasting in this where we live, or, some of the other stuff. You can't get some of that stuff. And then the
Right.
last one, well, this is just obvious. It's not a magic bullet, but that's just with anything. Nothing's magic, you
Right.
know? So,
Right. You have to make it part of your life. It
right.
can't, as you said,
Which
it
I
can't become a fad.
no, but here's what I'm thinking though, like, if you just eat what you normally eat and add these things in, you're doing better. Like, if I just add
Yes.
in nuts 5 times a week, I'm going to be doing much better. If I just make sure that I put berries in my lunchbox
Yeah.
2 days this week, that's gonna be helpful. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Why not?
So
It's just stuff to add. I don't know.
right.
Obviously, it costs more money to eat healthier. We all know that.
Mhm.
But I think it's way better than eating a lot of medicine, honestly.
That's a really good point.
And then later on, you have medical bills and hospital bills and treatments. And I, you save money long run, you know?
Okay. I mean, I
That's
definitely I can see it. Okay, so what is the difference though?
okay. There's three diets: the Mediterranean diet, which includes dairy, poultry
Oh.
as regular parts of the diet,
Okay.
um, and the DASH diet helps people with elevated blood pressure.
Okay.
I didn't write down what the DASH diet stands for. I'm so sorry.
Okay,
Um,
that's okay.
they all it sound the same if you look at them. In the DASH diet, you have 4 to 5 fruits of servings. Sorry, servings of fruit, uh, 4 to 5 servings of vegetables, 6 to 8 servings of whole grains, low fat dairy, 2 to 3 servings, lean meat and poultry, 5 to 8 servings, nuts and seeds, 4 to 5, oils, 2 to 3 servings. So it's all very similar.
So it's very similar, but it sounds like you eat a little bit more
Hmm.
on the DASH diet.
Yeah, and as this
Okay.
all diet also limits foods in high in saturated fats, which is the fried foods and the seed oils, sugar and sodium, sweets, and high sodium foods. So you were right that it's reduces the salt is a big part of this.
Okay. Okay.
Um, in the Mediterranean diet, you're focusing on a lifestyle, and the mind is more focused on a dietary pattern.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so
wait. All of these are a lifestyle.
yes, that's what one place that I read it said that.
Okay, go on. So I guess I just don't understand. It says it's focusing on a lifestyle, but they all should be.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But I think when you do the mind diet, you have to be more paying attention because you're
Oh,
picking berries instead of all fruits or whatever. So
okay.
then I went and I looked, I found a table on this person's site, this lauramali.com. She had some tables. So I did a comparison because I'm like, it all sounds the same to me. What's the
Right.
difference? So in the DASH diet, you have more fruits and vegetables and you have
Okay.
some low fat dairy as a difference.
Okay. Okay.
The Mediterranean diet, you have fruit and more vegetables and some dairy.
Okay.
So they don't say low fat dairy in the Mediterranean.
Oh,
They just say dairy. I think they actually encourage full fat dairy.
okay. Yeah, I think so too.
And
Okay.
in the Mayan diet, the main difference is you have berries and not all fruits,
Okay.
and you have focus on leafy greens.
Hmm.
You have other vegetables minus the non-starchy vegetables and no dairy.
Oh. So if you're trying to go dairy free, let's say you are trying to do whatever, the dash no, mine diet is like, hey, focus on this instead of not
Hmm.
having dairy. Like
Right.
that's that mental like how can I change the way I'm looking at something? Say, okay, I'm gonna try not to have dairy. But instead of saying I'm not having dairy, say I'm gonna do the mind diet.
Yeah. Well, it's easier to say than do. I knew I needed to stop milk probably a good 7 years ago. It took me 2 years to actually start it. I kept talking myself out of it. I kept
Yeah.
saying things. This week, I'm coughing more because I started eating Greek non-fat Greek yogurt. I cannot do that. I cannot. I cannot have milk. I know for me, it causes a lot of GI issues. It's made me very bloated. I cannot have dairy. And
But you
it literally took me 2 years. I've tried oat milk because I'm like, that's the closest in taste to milk, but then that's also very high in carbs. I'm like, okay, so I'll try coconut milk. I didn't really like that. I've tried, I don't know, whatever. And I landed on almond milk, but only a specific brand.
Oh really?
Hmm. I
So
don't
the
mind
brands matter?
other, well, this brand doesn't have anything but almonds, milk, I mean, almonds, water, and salt.
Okay.
There's nothing else in there, no stabilizers, no gums or anything. But I had to get my mind ready to make the change, is the point. So if
Mhm.
you are thinking about this, the way I would say is just start incorporating a few of these things. Like start focusing on berries. Let's not
Yeah.
worry about removing everything else. Just start focusing on that. Start focusing on the green leafy vegetables.
Okay. Okay. I mean, why not, right?
Why not?
It's a positive spin and it's saying just focus on this. Again, this is something that's not going to hurt you.
But tell me why you said you're not going to do it.
Well, first of all, once you said the dairy, that's really hard for me. Well, I also don't eat beans and legumes very often.
Mhm.
Leafy greens, I can eat lettuce, but I'm not a good person with that, and I don't have fish, and I don't currently have nuts.
Okay.
So I just feel like it's I need to, but it's a lot of things that I don't like,
Mhm.
maybe? I don't know. I don't even know if I eat
Yeah.
whole grains. I don't think I do. I don't think I eat grains.
Do
Well,
you eat
quinoa, I eat
quinoa?
quinoa. I eat quinoa and oats, so I guess I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I kinda do it except for the I don't know, kinda. Maybe I can. I don't know what I'm thinking. So,
I think the key in all of this is it sounds good in theory, right? But how do I put this in action in my real life? And the
mhm.
key, I think you're really good at this, is finding recipes. And there's plenty of books out there. We just need to have the tools available. Okay, if I'm focusing on this, what am I actually going to eat? What am I
Right.
going to make for dinner? So you have to find the recipes
Mhm.
because otherwise it's going to be so difficult and so impossible to actually do it.
Well, you know what's really funny is actually now that I'm thinking about this, I make, a quinoa oat berry bake.
Ooh.
It's quinoa, it's oats, it does have dairy in it, but you could easily use a different dairy.
Yeah.
And I could even put nuts in it, but I'm just saying, like, so there's I'm getting berries and my whole grains right there.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I guess it's not that hard to do. It's really what it
That's
is I don't wanna give up some of the other stuff. I love the
well,
flavor of butter when I cook some things. You know what I mean?
yeah. I think just limit it, maybe
Yeah.
don't add as much.
And I love a good pastry.
But it should be a treat. I mean, to be honest, sugar is so bad for us. We've done a lot of talking about that. It's just limit it. Make it really special. It shouldn't be an everyday thing.
You're right. I mean, I everything you're saying, I know, and I think we all know. It's like you said it, like, the dairy was affecting you and it took you 7 years to
It took me
come to
2.5 years to really start. And then it
Yeah.
took me another probably 2 years to really figure out what I liked and what I wanted.
Yeah. It's like, do we wanna put the time in and it doesn't give us any payoff right away, I guess is
Yeah.
the thing. I want instant, which brings me to my call to action, I think was to use the red light.
Oh, yeah.
I was using it religiously, and then I just stopped. I'm like, I want instant. Like, I want that red light to work today." And I was like, I still woke up with this sore spot on my neck. My
Hmm.
scalp does seem better, but who knows if that's from the red light. Like, I
Yeah.
just want instant results on everything I do.
Yeah.
So,
How did
I
your
just
track? Oh, sorry. I'm
no,
sorry to interrupt you. How did your tracking go? Because that was one of your call to actions also.
great. My tracking is going great. I'm still doing it. Yesterday was the only day that I don't know if I was fully honest with it, but I
Hmm.
tried everything I could. And the reason for that, and this is an excuse, I know it's an excuse, is we're all stuck in our house right now.
Yeah.
And all I kept doing was picking on stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I would grab something and eat it and then sit down and then be like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I just ate." You know what I mean? I was just picking. So
Yeah.
I don't think I got everything, but I did the best I could.
That's all you can do.
Right. That's all I can do.
That's our motto for life. Just do the best you can do.
Right. Well, what was your call to action?
Mine was to do the yoga
Oh, yeah,
um
yeah,
once
yeah.
a
And?
week. I did the yoga and here's my hiccup with this, okay? I enjoy it when I do it. I really like it.
Mhm.
I find it challenging. I think it's good for my balance. I I just enjoy it. My problem
Mhm.
is my mindset is so much in that I need to work out. And it doesn't feel like
Oh.
a workout to me. And
I mean, I know a lot of people that feel that way.
I enjoy it. I think it makes me feel good. I feel like relaxed in my body. I feel a little sore in some places, but it just does. I know we talked about this, but I feel like if I'm not sweating, I haven't worked out.
Okay, so what if you change the way you look at it and think of yoga as your meditation?
Yeah, I should. But you know what I would really like to do in addition to that is do a hot yoga. So I'll get the sweating,
I
but
know.
then I'll get the benefit of the
Well,
yoga.
can you have a little space heater? Put that sucker right in your room while you're doing it.
And
Crank it up.
that's a good idea, but I think I'd actually if I did a class, I think it would be much better, but I need to then find a class.
Yeah, and then think
So
of all the germs.
I think they clean stuff.
Okay.
They have to,
Maybe.
right?
But I'm sure they well, believe me, there's a lot of things that people have to do and they don't.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. So, but overall, are you gonna keep doing it or not?
Yeah, I think there are benefits to it that I really need in my life. I think it'll help me lower my cortisol, which is probably elevated for many different reasons.
Mhm.
Um, I think that could just help me. And plus, listening to today's benefits of the mind diet, I mean, stress reduction has to be there. So,
Mm. Yeah. That has to be everybody's 2026 goal is to reduce stress if they as much as they can.
mm, yeah,
'Cause it's
for
just we're in
sure.
a world where you turn on the TV and you're stressed immediately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I just feel
Yeah.
like it's just a that's where we are. But
Yes. Are you ready for
oh,
me to share my something I love?
yeah, 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 I've been waiting. Yeah, I forgot. I
Okay.
almost forgot all about it, though.
So I'm always on the hunt for a good protein bar, and I'm not eating them in my regular daily life, but sometimes you need it in your car or your backpack or wherever.
Traveling. Yep.
You need a good protein bar. And I've probably tried 10 with
I
no
know.
success, at least. Maybe more. I don't know. So I found this and I'm like, "Oh, let me try it." It doesn't have the best ingredients. This
None
is
of them
the
do.
Aloha. This flavor is the chocolate caramel pecan, and I'm a
Oh,
sucker for all of that. It does have, natural flavors, which I'm trying to avoid, but I don't know what to do about that. It's in
right.
everything. It has cane
Everything.
sugar,
Okay.
and it has, I think and tapioca syrup. So it has some things that are not great. This has 230 calories and it has 14 grams of protein. The other thing is when I eat protein bars, I usually get a stomach ache because I cannot tolerate so much protein at once. So this
Oh,
14 grams was not bad. I took little bites because I was like nervous about it. Um,
how's the texture?
it's a protein bar. It's a little
Yeah,
dense. I
okay.
like the taste though. I
We all
like the
know that.
pecans.
Yeah.
I like caramel. I thought it was a good bar. My
Would you
husband
buy it again?
has. I'm gonna go get a box. I bought the
Oh,
one
okay.
because I'm like, let me try it before I waste my money. My husband eats
Yeah.
this one, which is the chocolate peanut butter chip. It's
Ooh.
I try. I'm like, let me try that, and I did not love it. This one also has
Okay.
14 grams of protein and 240 calories. I think I liked the chocolate pecan one better, caramel, in terms of flavor. This
Mhm.
I keep turning it upside down. This is also good.
But it's good to know that your husband liked it.
Oh, he had asked me before, "Are these good protein bars?" And I'm like, "Overall, the ingredients are better than some other protein bars." So I would say, "Okay."
Oh.
Um, so he had bought them, but I think it's good because you just sometimes need it around, better than
Mhm.
eating like going through the fast food.
Or getting a Snickers bar.
Yeah, exactly,
You
exactly.
know, like,
So
sometimes honestly, sometimes you just want a candy bar.
yeah, yeah.
You do. I mean,
Well,
it
yeah, for me, what it is I'm in the car for long periods of time, and then I get hungry because I've skipped lunch or whatever. This is
Mhm.
good for me to have there, so I'm not eating the candy bar,
Yeah.
or
Like
I'm not
exactly.
tempted with the impulse buy.
Or eat it before you go shopping if you are, you can't go to the store hungry because then you're gonna get more, and it's a good thought all around to have those.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
alright.
So, do you
Well, what
have
about
a?
this okay, so here's yep, you're reading my mind. I'm gonna do my call to action right now. I'm going to
Okay.
have 5 servings of nuts this week,
Oh, okay.
which the caveat or the added part to this is I wanna see if it curbs some of the hunger or because you said, like, "Yeah, it's higher in calories, but then I'm not gonna want some of the other stuff." I'm gonna see if
Mm,
that's true. Here's not my other problem, though, is I think the only nut I can really buy that has good omegas is almonds, I believe, correct?
walnuts.
Well,
Walnuts are
my son is
great. Oh,
highly allergic
allergic.
to them. I'm trying to keep those out of the house
Right.
just
Right.
for the case. So I'm thinking almonds, but then I only like the honey roasted almonds, so I think I'm gonna buy plain and honey roasted, mix them all up so I get a little bit of both until I can get off
Okay.
of the honey roasted.
Oh, that's such a good plan.
That's my thought in my head. And
That's a really
macadamia
good
nuts,
plan.
right? Those are good in omegas or not?
Yeah, they're very high in fat, but they're very good.
I don't know if
So
I've
I would
ever
say
had them.
they're a little buttery. I would say limit them,
Oh, okay.
but they're good.
I'm just gonna get the almonds then.
Okay, good.
All
I'm
right.
impressed. Yeah. I
Okay.
This is something that I when we had done the topic on the personality type, uh, like how that affects your food and what you should eat. There was
Mhm.
something in there that has kind of been rolling around my brain, which is I'm a type A, so I need to focus on protein and carbs together in a meal, and I think I need to do that.
Okay.
So what that looks like for me is maybe some like a legume because that's high in both. Um, or I don't know. I need to like figure that out a little bit in terms of what I can do that's higher protein and also higher like a good carb to mix together to
Okay.
be like a stabilizing force.
You could do that.
Yeah, I just need to spend a little time investigating that.
Yeah, and make like a list of, okay, so this works, these paired good together, or this didn't,
Hmm.
or
I
yeah.
think that's going to be key for me to make that list because
Mhm.
if you know what you could eat, then the thought process is gone, which is always where we
Yes.
falter.
It takes away the whole like, what am I gonna get at the grocery store? Oh, here's my list that
Hmm.
already knows those together. So
Yes, yes, I
it's
like
good.
it a lot. All right. Well, you have a great week.
You too. I can't wait to hear how it goes.
Me too. I'll see you later.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. All the information provided is meant for education and entertainment purposes only. Please consult your physician before making any changes.
If you liked this episode, please give us a 5-star review. Also, share this episode with someone who you think would enjoy it. If you have topics you want us to investigate, please message us. Thanks!